Hey guys! No, I haven't done a book talk for a while, but nonetheless we will be talking about The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. So last summer I came about reading this book because it was assigned to me for homework, but I ended up really enjoying it because it mixed both race and science and the question of genetic privacy and security. So what the book is about is in the 1950s there was this woman named Henrietta Lacks, and she went to Johns Hopkins, where at the time poor people in the community could go and get treatment for free. So she went there with cervical cancer, and the doctors took a sample of cells from her cervix from the cancer without her permission. The doctors there were like leading the way into genetic research, and they wanted cells from all kinds of people in order to find cells that wouldn't die. The main thought process behind that was, since we're not getting paid for care, we can at least take their cells, which in today's society is insane. So the doctors took her cells, and they ended up not dying. They ended up actually like producing at an increasingly rapid rate. And even though Henrietta died a couple weeks later, her cells, the cells from her cancer, did not. So the scientists at Johns Hopkins, they use the Henrietta Lacks cells, the HeLa cells, for scientific research. They sold them and mass-produced them to other scientists around the world to experiment on them and learn more about like the human genome. They did all of this without Henrietta's families knowing. In the beginning, they didn't really know whose cells they were. They couldn't identify the person at first, but as technology progressed and the thought to find out whose cells they were progressed, they came to find out it was Henrietta's cells. So I don't know how many of you have seen the new movie Hidden Figures out, but it's pretty much 3 African American women who worked on putting John Glenn into orbit around the Earth. And that is super cool because it's women, and it's African American women, and it's science and NASA, and that is so cool. And that is what this book is about. It's about an African American woman whose cells skyrocketed scientific research and scientific question. Well, her cells were used to cure polio. So without Henrietta Lacks, we wouldn't have a cure for polio. We get to see a picture of Henrietta Lacks, but in 2 phases. First, we have her human phase, and then we have her cells, the HeLa cells. I think they're both really pretty. Basically, for anyone interested in science or African American people who have increased science, check out this book. It's great. It's eye-opening, and it's a look into our modern technology with historical twists and turns. I highly recommend it. I know they have it in the library, and I know I think a few teachers have it at our school as well. So definitely check it out, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!